Because for some reason, shows are liking doing 2-episode premieres, the second episode of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 has also come out. So that episode being, I have no bones yet, I must flee. So I gotta say, I did think I enjoyed the season opener more than this one. However, I do very much like this episode. Is really the first one where they're truly addressing Marino's self-destructive tendencies. How she will sabotage her own chances at basically promotion. How she's gone up and down many times. And literally, the first officer, Commander Jack Ransom, literally says like he won't let Marino self-destruct her own career this time, which is actually pretty good and probably does show that he is, despite some of his surface level flaws, if you will, is a really good first officer, very good XO, good officer, because he essentially knows that what Marino's doing is not truly her, it's probably her own insecurities. Like, this is the first time where it sounds like she's actually admitting to herself. Like, yes, she says she's an expert at getting herself demoted, but this feels like the first time where she actually comes to a point where she is not only confronted with the fact that she is very self-destructive about her career, always wants to remain basically ends and not get promoted, but the first time where she, I think, has actually acknowledged that this is something that she truly does. Yes, she acknowledges it, but not realizes it, if you will. I don't know if I can quite pick up on the word I'm looking for, but I think this might be the beginning of even more character development for, or more accurately, basically improving her own mental health. Because yeah, lots of Marino's character development. It's not about her like gaining confidence or becoming a better character. It's realizing, oh, she has flaws that she needs to deal with. That seems to be a lot more in what her character development is addressing. Of course, I should probably talk about the other aspect of the episode too. There's basically two other aspects. One, you have Boimler, his new quarters. First one's right by the nacelle, and he gets a huge glow from the Broussard collectors right in his face. And then he gets his room transferred, and he's between two holodecks with apparently paper-thin walls. And then finally he gets sick of that, and he just goes into a Jeffries tube. And then that's resolved when Rutherford's story is resolved. Basically, he's afraid that the fact that him and Tendi are no longer of the same rank, that's going to destroy their friendship. And basically, so he tries to create an amazing engineering solution so he can earn a promotion, which apparently is pretty easy to do in engineering, because some newbie keeps on doing that. And near the end of the episode, that newbie is about to be promoted. But it stopped because, backing up a few moments back to everything with Rutherford and being afraid no longer the same rank as Tendi will affect their friendship. Tendi basically gets him to realize that, hey, it doesn't matter, they'll still be friends. And then he lets reveal that he actually had turned down several promotions that he could have. And it sounds like in engineering there's like a time frame of how long you can have a promotion and turn it down and all that. But basically Tendi yells across engineering to the chief engineer and say, hey, can Rutherford has a promotion from when he did this? And the engineer's like, sure, and just promotes him. It's like, apparently engineering has very different promotion than all the other branches. But yeah, and so that's what connects back up with Boimler, because he basically asked Rutherford to room with him, so that probably because he was hoping he had better quarters. And they walk into a room with the Broussard collectors, and Boimler was freaking out like, oh no, not again. And what does Rutherford do? He simply walks over to the control panel and adjusts the tint on the window. Boimler probably should have consulted an engineer from the beginning, but at the same time, I think, knowing what I can tell about Boimler's character, I think he would appreciate having a roommate, because he got used to, I think, being in the hallway. Like, he even got attached to the dent he made in his bunker every time he hit his head during a red alert. And so I think there's some comfort in being in shared quarters. So sharing with a friend, I think, is going to help him, adjust to the fact that he's not in the hallway anymore, even if he doesn't realize it. Though another kind of neat little thing with that is Rutherford's just doing some tinkering as an engineer does, and and a spark flies and hits Boimler, and he jumps and hits his hand, and so he has now a new dent. He says, I think it's going to be alright, which I think is very nice and very good to see. So I think that covers most of it. I could talk about the plot where they go to a menagerie to get some humans that were accidentally captured. But that's not too minor, though. Apparently those 2 humans that were captured were trying to scheme to take over the menagerie by letting loose a dangerous species. So yeah, just something interesting there. But again, that's just minor, and I really don't think it plays. It's just a plot device, a MacGuffin, if you will, to facilitate the actual story, which is about our character development, if you will. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. Though I do wonder, what's Tendy's quarters like? Same thing with Milner. I'm just curious as well, because, hey, I'm curious. But yeah, this is, like I said, a lot of good stuff. I've actually talked about this more than I talked about episode 1, but that's partially because I had to process this episode a bit more. But I still think I enjoyed episode 1 way more than I've enjoyed episode 2, even though that's not reflective of my review links. But like I said, processing the episode 2 was something I needed to do a little more, and I also had some more difficulties to address, if you will. I don't know if that's the right term I'm using, but that's the term I'm going to go with. But that is where I'm going to end this review. If you'd like to leave your thoughts on the episode in the comment section down below, feel free to do so. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and live long and prosper. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, as well as subscribe to my channel and ring that bell to stay up to date on my latest content. Also, be sure to check out the link tree in the description, as well as any other links I have down there.